I'll show you how to make a very straight, consistent cut on a large sheet of wood without needing a table saw. All you'll need is a nice long straight edge and a circular saw. Now, it's a little bit more complicated than just clamping this straight edge here at whatever dimension you want and taking your cut. You have to take into account the offset of the saw, so we're going to measure that and then calculate that into our dimension. Overall, I need to make this board 63 inches long at the cut line. So what I'm going to do is measure my saw blade to the guard. So from the edge of the guard where I'm going to be riding along the guide to the edge of the saw, at the edge of the carbide tooth is 1.25 inches. So I'm going to subtract that from my final dimension, which I want to be 63, so I'll subtract 1.25 inches from 63. Whenever you make this cut, if you can and you have room, you want to have the motor on this side of the cut so it's not going to interfere with the clamps. If I was cutting from the other direction, the motor would hit the clamps and I wouldn't be able to get all the way across. Taking the final dimension that I want to have my board length to, which is 63 inches, subtracted from my saw offset, which is 1.25 inches. Whenever you calculate that, it is 61.75. So that's what we're going to set this rail to. Now that's right there at 61.75. I'll put the saw blade up in the correct position and make a little pencil line right there, and I'll double check and make sure that that pencil line is right at 63. And we look good. With safety glasses and earmuffs, we'll go ahead and make the cut. And that's a nice cut. Now there's a little bit of setup. I probably spent about 10 minutes or a little less setting this up. It only took about 30 seconds to cut, but we got it right on the number. And that's a great fit.